you mentioned earlier that you can affect your microbiome in the same household. I thought that was kind of interesting. How does that happen, and what are the ways to influence this for the better? Is there a way to influence what's happening within the household? I suppose it just is.
It's individual.
It's individual, so you got to work on yourself.
Yeah,
But
it's individual family units as well. Like, it can be a positive scenario and it can be a negative scenario. Like it can be, let's say it's a family where someone's from overseas and the environment with which they were born in, they inherited a beautiful microbiome. Like, let's say they had a very natural upbringing and were born in a rainforest, whatever. Their microbiome will be vastly different to an urbanized individual, but then their superior microbiome can then influence the whole family. So what you do is you share washing machines, but you also get them to cook the food a lot, and just the microbes on their hands will influence the microbes of what you're consuming. And this is the thing that I always say to people: this is why my spaghetti bolognese tastes different to your spaghetti bolognese, because the microbes on my hand when I'm cooking it are my microbes, and you may or may not like them.
So the message is get a tribes person from overseas to come live with you.
But one of those companies brought one out. They literally just brought out a product. I'll flick it to you later. You can have a look at it. I've got a bottle at home. I'm a bit iffy on taking it yet. But they colonized a man from the Amazonian rainforest because he had the oldest species that they could find, and they've encapsulated it. And we've got to remember that most probiotics on the market have been colonized from someone's microbiome at some point. And they've created a product out of it. And I'm interested. We're sort of trying to be friends at the moment, and then I'll take some and I'll let you know. But I think that having exposure to the diversity, but also the older strains that haven't been eradicated from some of the different things that we do, it's quite fascinating.
Yeah, well, that's really interesting. And what about like making your house too sterile?
Absolutely.
Like urban households, bleach everywhere and
Yeah.
all this
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
Yeah. And there's all those beautiful papers that talk about the One Plant project. I don't know if you've seen any of this. And they talk about all the urban environments. And if you just have one plant in your house, the whole microbiome of the house is improved. So I just say for everybody, just have a parsley plant on the windowsill. At least the house will be improved. But everything that is in your home, if there are animals, if there are kids, if your shoes are, walk through your house and you bring everything from outdoors. But if there's chemicals everywhere, nothing survives, good, bad, or ugly. And how much soil time do you have? So lots we can do.
I just counted my house plants in my head. And
Oh, good. You're okay.
seven. I'm up to seven.
There you go. You're all good.